Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. If you guys are not in the free Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below. Today's video is going to be daily bias, how to figure out a daily bias. If you're struggling with it, this will be a simple way to just be like, hey, I'm bullish, I'm bearish for the day, and so on, right? So, we are not going to go over this day or this day because today's Thanksgiving, so we're not going to go over it. It's a bank holiday, and then this was the day before Thanksgiving, right? So don't trade either of those days, but we are going to go over this day, and then we'll just find some other days to go over, right? So starting with this day, what do we see on the NQ, right? We are rejecting a daily fair value gap. But where's the ES, right? We ran through these fair value gaps, and it looks like all-time highs is the draw on liquidity, right? So given that ES wants to draw up to here, we can say, okay, so we have swept previous day low, right? So we took previous day low, and ES wants to go higher, right? So previous day low taken, and if we go down here, what time did we do that, right? We did it at nighttime, so during Asia session. So we take this low during Asia, and we have displacement off of it, giving us a inverse and a regular fair value gap, right? So London session comes down at 3 a.m., right? Key time at a key level and expands off of it, right? So coming into here, right? So we displace out of here. Now coming into, right, we're trading the AM session, right? So coming into, wait, I wonder if we SMT'd that high. Yeah, we did. So ES ran this high, but NQ didn't, right? But anyways, New York opens up here. What are we doing right here at 8 a.m.? We're respecting this 1 hour fair value gap, right? So what do we expect 9:30 to do, right? We're bullish on the day, we want to see higher. We are going to expect an expansion at 9:30. 9:30 opens up right here. Now, if we have an SMT here, right? So we have an SMT. ES has taken this low, right? So we have an SMT right here, okay? So we're bullish on the day, and now everything's aligning, right? So we come into that 1 hour fair value gap, we form an SMT right before market opens. What do we expect 9:30 to do? Expansion higher, right? So this is where you would go down to your lower time frame, say the 1 minute, and then find an entry up to this high, or I don't know, measure out a standard deviation somewhere right here. Should be standard deviations, right? 2.5 retracement, expansion, right? So right there, easy bias formed. Previous day low, swept, 1 hour fair value gap overnight session, expansion out. New York opens up, 1 hour fair value gap, expansion at 9:30. Okay? Now this day, let's say that we came in on Monday. Okay? So we'll go right here. What do we see on the daily chart? Okay, so Monday opens up. We have a daily fair value gap, right? Not expecting a massive expansion on Thanksgiving week and a daily fair value gap here, right? So go down to the 1 hour. We come up at 9, right? Right before New York open. Now, if you didn't catch this short here, right? So let's say you didn't catch anything up here. Now what do you look for? Well, we form this, right? So we form a 1 hour order block. Do we have an obvious draw on liquidity, right? We have this new week opening gap, right? But we already filled it out on this manipulation higher, right? Accumulate, manipulate, distribute. So we fill it out here. Well, do we have any swing lows? Yeah, right here we have them, right? Right here, right here. So we come up to this 1 hour order block, come lower, right? Daily fair value gap to a 1 hour PD array, 1 hour order block. Boom, expansion to a swing low, right? Bearish bias. Also, I wonder if we had seek and destroy. Yeah, so we had seek and destroy. So, coming into market open during New York session, we are expecting London high to be taken, then expansion to London low. Boom. Right? So, let's say right here, right? So, this day. Let's go into this day. What day is it? Tuesday, right? Previous week low right here. We take previous week low, right? Friday's lows right here. Now, what do we see here? No PD array, right? 9 a.m.'s right here, okay? Comes down at 9 a.m. You're not going to get a 1 hour PD array here. So what are we going to use here? CRT. this big candle, right? Big candle, this is our range, comes down, sweeps it out, sweeps previous week low. Then what? You go down to that 1 minute time frame, look for what? Displacement, right? Right here, swings lower. Then what? You can measure out standard deviations. 2, 2.5, lines up here. What do? Smack it, retracement, consolidation, expansion. All right? Now, right here's your fair value gap, right? Bullish PD arrays getting respected. Bearish PD arrays, what? Being disrespected. Right? All throughout here. All of these are getting disrespected. Right? All of them. And then what do? Use it as an inverse. Right? So, right there, forming a bullish bias from previous week low. Right here. Right? Now, let's say that right here, right? Because I know people want to trade continuations whenever we're down like this, right? So like daily fair value gap, they're going to try to catch this. So what do you do here, right? What are we looking for? Well, Monday has created high of week. What are we going to expect? Well, a continuation the entire rest of the week, right? So right here, Wednesday takes Tuesday's high, and then Thursday starts the displacement lower. So Fridays should continue what Thursday's price action does, right? So if we go down to the 1 hour chart, where are we? 7 a.m. Well, we have a redelivered rebalanced right here. Okay, comes up, taps into it, expansion off of it, right? Now, these are just straight down close candles, okay? So if we are that bearish on the day, we're going to have to go down to our lower time frames, right? So 15 minute, right here, 8:30 comes up, order block, respects it. That's whenever you're going to say to yourself, okay, well, we should continue the entire rest of the day. Now, I wonder, do we have an SMT? Yes, we even have an SMT here. Once we form this and get an expansion lower, most likely we're just going to continue the rest of the day, right? So what do we, if we're trading at 9:30, right? Market opens for New York at 8:30, which is right here, SMT, expansion lower, fair value gap, then continuation. But if we're waiting for 9:30, fair value gap here, right? Comes into it, expansion, go down to the lower time frame here, right? Even if you go to the 30-second, I can't go down that far. Right? 1 minute, inverse fair value gap. Boom, close, tap, tap, continue. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Bless me. Right, so right there, easy to find. Okay, so let's say Monday, right here, right? We took all-time highs. Monday opens up, we have taken this day's high, right? Friday's high. Okay, go down to the 1 hour. Do we have it? Whoa, okay, right here's Monday. Do we have anything? Well, do we have Seek and Destroy? No, right? But London creates what? High of day, all right? London comes up, sweeps out buy side, right, which is all-time highs, sweeps it out. Now, go down to the 15 minute. Do we have displacement out of here? Yes, we do. Right here. Comes up, takes it, displacement lower. Right here. We actually form an SMT here. Right? SMT right there. Oops, not sell side. Come on. Bearish SMT right there. Makes that SMT inside of a higher time frame key level, that 15 minute fair value gap. 1 minute, what are we waiting for? Displacement, right? Right here's our SMT. Consolidating, displacement. Bang. Fair value gap, order block. Not a breaker. Comes up, taps order block. Continuation, right? What are we targeting though? Well, we have a bunch of swing lows throughout here, right? Equal lows here, Friday's low here. Boom, right? So what in reality, what are we looking for? Right? So we're coming into the day. Where are we in the markets? All-time highs. Okay, well, Now we have to wait for the lower time frames to show us something if we're at all-time highs. Okay, so we have taken previous day high. Okay, well now I want to see, can we start respecting bearish order flow on the lower time frames? Yes, we did. SMT, 15-minute fair value gap, displacement on the lower time frames. Okay, short, right? But let's say we aren't at all-time highs, right? So what are we waiting for? A PD array, right? Take this for an example. Previous week low swept, CRT on the 1 hour chart, displacement on the lower time frames. That simple. Buy, right? Right here. Daily fair value gap, 1 hour PD array, right? Not at all time highs, so we don't really have to look at the lower time frames. We wait for the higher time frames to show us the bias. Daily fair value gap, 1 hour order block, lower time frame displacement. Boom, right? So let's say we are right here, right? So what are we waiting for on this day? Well, it's Friday. We had a large expansion, TGIF on this day, right? Wednesday creates high of week. Thursday should be continuation. Friday should close inside the range. Check, right? But right here, okay, we formed this SMT, all right? Not bearish, bullish, right? So let's go to that day, and then we'll also look at this day, okay? So go down to the 1 hour chart. Where's that SMT? Right here, right? So Monday comes in, right? 930s right around here. We form that SMT. We have a swing high right here, right? So we can go down to the 5-minute per se, form an SMT, displacement, inverse, BPR right here. Taps, goes there, right? Now let's say we're on the 1 minute though, right? Yo, I took this trade. Okay, well, right here, SMT, displacement out of here, fair value gap here, right? If you want to wait to see which one gets respected, just wait. Right here, taps into it, expansion out, order block, right? You can just use the whole wick, right? If you want to use the entire wick, right here. Expansion out of here, goes to that buy side, right? Now, let's say that we didn't catch anything that day. Okay, well, what are we going to be looking for on Tuesday? We are going to look for longs. Why? We have that higher time frame SMT. But what do we want to confirm that? 1 hour displacement, right? 1 hour displacement. Right here, we get our displacement. Even though it's small, we still get it. Right here, 9 a.m. taps into this. Also sweeps out this low. I wonder if we form an SMT there. We do not, but we oh, wait. Yes, right here. We have an SMT between these candles. So, SMT inside of what? Higher time frame key level. Go to the 1 minute. What did 9 o'clock do? Opens straight down into that higher time frame key level. Displacement away, fair value gap, expansion away, fair value gap, expansion away. Then what do we expect 930 to do? Straight expansion to the buy side objective. 930 opens up, straight expansion to the buy side objective. Chop out the rest of the day because the market did already do what it needed to do. Right? So it's honestly it's so simple. I don't know how simple I can make this. All you have to wait for is if we are at all-time highs, right? Because obviously we're drawing towards there on the ES. If we're at all-time highs, just wait to see what we do. Do we take previous day high? Okay, wait for 5-minute, 15-minute displacement, order block, whatever it is. Sorry if you hear my dogs. I think my sister just got to my house. So, comes into this. So I have to go right, like, I'm going to finish this video up now because I got to go down there. Right, so, takes previous day high, 5-minute, 15-minute displacement. That's it. If we're not at all-time highs, wait for a daily SMT, 1 hour SMT, then see if we're going to displace on the lower time frames, right? Daily PD array, wait to see what we do on the hourly or 15-minute chart, right? So it's as simple as you make it, but if you can't simplify it, you're just going to keep struggling, right? So just watch for PD arrays, previous day high, previous day low, previous week high, previous week low, and you'll be fine. So I'm going to get out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys in the Discord or in another video. Peace.